Hello, and welcome to another video with the Chill Gamer. That's me. And today, I'm excited to return to the wonderful world of Botany Manor. And this is our part 2 of our playthrough of this game, and so far it's been a really fun game. Really enjoyed the first puzzles in A Fresh Start, Chapter 1, as well as Chapter 2, Survivors of Adversity. So we've moved on to Chapter 3, Peculiar Petals. And looks like there's a bunch of clues, but we're not totally sure what Forgotten Flora will be dealing with it in this chapter. We go back to the map, kind of see what we've done so far. Explored a lot of the outside, inside the kitchen and that garden. So we'll see what, we have a key to the orchard now, which would be 5. So heading this direction. And we've explored a bit of the house. Haven't quite gone upstairs yet. So we picked up with coming here to the gatehouse, and we got the key to the orchard. But the puzzles have been creative, I believe, so far, and I imagine they only get a little bit more difficult. So this was, we never fully explored out this way. I do like the peaceful sounds of this game. Just the running water, the birds. Which are very, very peaceful. Can't forget the music either. Love to hear others' thoughts on this game, as well as this playthrough so far. I think I mentioned this in part 1, but I expect this to be probably a 3-part playthrough. Alright, the key to the orchard. Depending on how long some of these puzzles take, but here we are. 3 peculiar petals. Trees. I apologize. Music just felt very loud for a moment, but here we are. Let's take a look. So we have the pixie tears. Oaxalis phasma. This flower is closely associated with orchards. I wonder why. 5 clues. That one. And the wolf glove, Campanula melodia. This small flower has long tubular petals. How interesting. And this one has 7 clues. It seems there's a lot more clues in this than there are spots. So maybe this time there will be clues that don't have anything to do with the flower. Let's find out. Got perhaps our first clue. Note to Florence from the desk of Arabella Green. Dear niece, I have gathered a selection of my cherished toys and books. Among them, my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational. Though I'll take no offense should they put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. Writing this to her niece. I believe we're Arabella Green though. And there's the little piggy. Like that. Nursery rhyme. The wolf glove. That I imagine goes with the wolf glove flower. A treasury of nursery rhymes. The wolf glove. High on the mountain tops so steep, grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow and reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf glove's howl, clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Okay. Definitely have to review this at some point. Whistling in the wind with all their might. Listen for the whistle. Interesting. I would have to imagine that goes there. So it whistles. Maybe in the wind the petals make a sound. Great. Here we can make our next flower. We've got 3. Looks like there's 12 total. Okay. This goes to another area. Oh. There's so much more to explore out there, but let's see what we have in here. The Heritage Orchard and preservation of endangered apple varieties. Apples. Okay, so looks like there's a few different kinds of apples. Okay. Let's see what this says. Cider making and apple blending, sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. It's a lot of different varieties. Knobby russet, dabinet, foxwhelp, brown snout, pitmaston pine, cat's head, Kingston black, greenups pippin, Lord Peckover, Seymour's delight, bitter green streak, Merlin's mist. So we don't have enough information to know which one we're gonna need to make. Which cider, but good to kind of read those over and see if we can, any of them sound familiar later. So you can see there's lots more apples here as well. Oh, and here we go. Actually, this is how you, this is how we differentiate the different apples. Okay. The knobby russet. I know that's the one we saw. There's a Merlin's mist. Looks to be here as well. Looks to be that one. So Interesting. Oh, there's more apples here too. So I can press it. Okay. I have an idea. So it looks like we're going to need to put a pot here with our pixie tears, most likely, but we have to know which apple to press. So, we don't quite have that information yet. Very good to know. I would imagine that these would both be clues. But let's continue on. Specimen red champion. Microscope slide of a red not champion, red campion. Okay. And that is a foxglove. Okay. What's the difference in the sketches? At least in the sketches, don't appear to be all too different. These actually look like slightly bigger, longer dots. The other ones are a little more circular. Okay. Oh. There's a lot more. Primrose. Spring dance shrub. Okay, we're gonna have to somehow match. Hyacinth. Pixie tears. Okay, so we have both pixie tears and foxglove. Bluebell. Oh. These might be all the flowers we're actually dealing with at some point. Tincture of iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. Okay. Chloroplasts. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Okay. So this mentions not all chloroplasts. And it's interesting because if you look at pixie tears, it does not appear to have any. Which means, based on this, it is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. So we need to put the sugar from the apples. I would think this. What do we have here? Orchard mosaic. Okay. History of England. An illustrated history of England for scholars, advanced classes, and the discerning reader by A. and E. Strickland. Back in the Middle Ages, priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they needed to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. Is that trying to tell me that there could be a priest hole here? Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. Willow Lodge, Rowan Park. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole in your house, although I am convinced it exists, and we will find it one day. It won't be easy, they tend to be hidden well, and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. So there is a priest hole. How cool. I wonder if it is that puzzle with the emblem. Like sheep. Emblem. Notes on soil additives. Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. I have found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. Oh. Okay. Notes. I feel like all the pots I've seen so far are the same, so could be useful. We got our pixie tears. Beautiful. Okay. This will be useful at some point, but again, not totally sure. Dearest Arabella, that's an advice letter. How are you getting on in your garden? I hope it's not getting to be too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate. The ash plume. Have you tried making sure there is fresh compost in the pot? Stubborn seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime and perhaps I can find a way to crack the seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the same time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. I mean, yes, we figured that out pretty fast. But thank you, Charles. Didn't seem to be much of an issue. Lady, a letter from Builder. Lady Arabella, I received your request for repairs to the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. It may have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. How fun. Legend says that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie the Builder. I didn't think this was going to be a horror game. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. This area is very large. Okay, there's lots of different pots. So... let's see what this has to say. Tower wind research test 1 out of 6. All the different windows are being opened and closed. Wind speed of 35. F per S on 3D floor. 35. I don't know what that F. Something per second. Wind speed of 50 on 2nd floor if you do it that way. It's quite a bit faster. Test 3, wind speed of 45 on 4th floor. Oh, those two. Oh, these are partial opens. Okay, all of them partially open. Wind speed of 20 on 1st floor. Interesting. Test 5, wind speed of 40 on 4th floor. Interesting. Somehow my anemometer broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. Wind speed of 25 on 5th floor. Not totally sure. The pattern. It seems it's either the top floor or the bottom floor window that is open that is getting the air. It's weird that the 5th floor would be the one on this one. Okay. Oh, I think this is a pathway through here. Okay. Now we have a shortcut. Oh, click the key to the painting room. Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I have already written to the builder in the hope he wants to sort it out. Though, as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize if this is getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you could find another way into the bottom level. So let's go back to the map and set the orangery, which is here, the staircase in the orangery, kitchen garden, orangery is 14. Where's the kitchen? Okay. So we haven't gotten actually in there, in the orangery, because it's in its own little area off to the side. Oh, this is the orangery. We are in the orangery, I believe. Does it tell you where you go when you go to different locations? Interesting. Okay. Let's see what's over here. This is the supposedly haunted tower. Okay. Broken anemometer. FS. That's the scale. It's worth my time messing with this. I don't really know how it works at the moment, or what I guess my guess is that we would need to bring the wolf glove up there and put it in the correct window, because it's gonna need a very specific wind speed to make the right sound, probably. Oh, didn't even see this. Alpine Exploration. The Mountaineer's Guide to Alpine Exploration. That's gonna be useful. Second edition issued by the Alpine Club. Be sure to wear the correct gear when climbing. The winds in the Alps can be fierce and changeable. It is advised to wear thick, warm clothing and sturdy boots with a good grip. Wind speed and pressure in the Alps by location. Perfect. Okay, so we gotta figure out where the wolf's glove was probably mentioned already. Mount Wisehorn, maybe? Not 100%. Wind speed is FS. Pressure millibars. Okay. Okay. Make sure we haven't missed anything anywhere. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything. There's any clues? Pot notes. I think that was. I guess it is. So I have all the clues. I'm sure these all go to it. So the pot notes, that is. Okay. Okay. We also have a key to another room that we can look at, but let's attempt. Figure out what we need to do over here. So the pixie tear needs a certain amount of sugar. Do we know? Doesn't matter what sugar, I guess. Certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. So the pixie tears need to absorb the sugar. I don't know what that has to do with that message. I feel like it seems obvious. Okay, so what are our pods? Which pod are we dealing with? Soil additives 97. Is that what our pods look like? Yeah. 97 grams. Soil additives, so we need 97 grams for these pots. Do we need to do some math here and figure out how to get up to 97 grams exactly? Okay. Good thing I am good at math. 30. How about 35? Two Kingston Black and a Merlin's Mist. Gets us to 97. 70 plus 27 is 97. 13, two Kingston Black. I know we have a Merlin's Mist. What's Kingston? Oh, it's the big. There's a few that look like it kind of. That's not Kingston Black. I think that is Kingston Black. Do we have a second Kingston Black? I guess is the. I wonder if they'll make us do it with 3 different. Almost appears as if there's one of every, so it can't double up. Okay, so 97. Cat's Head, Knobby Russet, Merlin's Mist. So I need Knobby and Cat's Head. Knobby's easy. Cat's Head is the big green one. So let's move this. So that's Cat's Head. Knobby. And Merlin, I believe, will do it. Let's give that a try. Genius. Absolutely brilliant. Look at the beautiful butterflies. Nice. The pixie tears no longer contain chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtains sugar through their roots, which it commonly finds in the apples from orchards. Awesome. Okay. Well, we got this ready to go. I think the other clues that we're going to need are going to be found using the key that I got. Nice. Beautiful. The painting room. Right here. Wasn't 100% sure, but very nice. Let's take a look here. The manor, constructed in 1593. Oh, this is gonna tell us where that maybe that secret priest hole is, maybe. But I don't know if we know how to find it yet. We are in the painting room. Next to the main hall. Dining room, drawing room. Okay. Lower floor. First floor, second floor. There's a lot of more rooms upstairs. Okay. Constructed in 1593. So you know there's got to be one somewhere. Don't know if we know how to find it quite yet. Someone was painting. Botanical painting. Research team photograph. Meadow Orchids Research Team 1862. Professor John Montague, Anne Montague, Robert Brown, Arabella Green. There I am. Okay. Dear Society for Botanical Research, August 1861. Dear Miss Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on botanical fieldwork, you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Might I also recommend John Lumley's book, Ladies' Botany, or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of the Natural System of Botany. It is an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectfully, J.W. Surtees. Man, these guys are... flower painting and watercolor. Jerks. Note about scale. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennett into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient. I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that'd be lovely. In your service, Miss Patterson. Yeah, we knew that scale is not what it looks like it's supposed to be for. Symbiology, a study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religious and folkloric symbols throughout the arts of the world. Published by Edwards & Co. Publishing and Supply Company, Museum Street, London. Religious symbols. Triskelion Neolithic, Taoism, Star Crescent, Islam, Wheel Dharma, Buddhism, Star Day, Judaism, Agnus Dei, Catholicism. Yes, yep, that scale is 100% how you get into the whole Iknakara Sikhism, Hinduism. So it's Catholicism, Catholic priests, yada yada. So we have to find out. There's some year that we had to figure out. And this has a year, but I don't think. Yeah, we haven't even found any clues related to. So this all seems related to something else. The whole. So this files. Yeah, because there's the symbol, the scale. I mean, reasonably guess that this first one is one. think it's this poem. No, it's not this poem. There's a different poem. What does this letter have to do with anything? Might be this here. Yes, the symbol is there. Blessed in this kitchen by grace and holy light, may all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is the hearth with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. It's really only the bottom. Gifted by Nicholas Owen. He was the one who built this. The hole. Yes. That was in that book. Okay. He was the builder of the holes. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the year of construction, for this, friends, is the key. The year of construction of this building. Okay. I think we gotta go back. So it might be written somewhere. What year was this manor built? That's our next question, I think. I don't think there are clues for the wolf. I feel like I've read that somewhere when this. I feel like it was like 15 something, but where did I read that? Oh yeah, I was supposed to look at what mountain that was too. That was back in that book, I think. I still haven't found the seeds though. The mountaineers who climb up so high. I don't know if it says. Interesting. I think I'm very close, but I might just be slightly missing a piece of information. This is the family tree, but when was this manor built? It's gotta, I feel like it would have been late reader information. Maybe it's information I haven't received yet. Could be in here then. Oh, pfft. There it is. You can search for 1593. I knew I read it somewhere. I was gonna say, I think my guess was gonna be like 1560 something. 1593. I had read it. That's what happens when you don't play this game consecutively. You forget little pieces of what you're looking for. 1593. Oh, we got it. 5. This should hopefully give us information for the Fox Club. Beautiful. What a cool passage, though. Achievement to find all the ducks. Let's see what this has to say. Letter from Priest. I'm going to do the text overlay. My Lord Grain, thou hast ventured mightily in granting me refuge within these walls, and for such favor I remain eternally indebted to thee. The cunning of Little John in his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray, extend my gratitude unto thy cook for the sustenance provided, a welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, our Blunt. Okay, this is supposed to get us down here to the orangery. Look at all the oranges. We got our wolf glove. Beautiful. I thought I had seen something down here, but I didn't look. What do we want to look at first? Lady Mountaineers Club, first outing 1858. That's gonna be important. Mountaineers for the Wolf Club, 1858. We'll try to remember that. Souvenir de Mont Ascension. Tour Eiffel, Paris. Souvenir coin, Matterhorn First Summit, 1865. Edward Wimper. Did see Matterhorn. Hawaii, I saw that one too. Switzerland. Gran Paradiso, Italia, 1885. Innsbruck, Österreich. Is there only one that has a year? Matterhorn. Matterhorn, First Summit, 1865. Edward Weinberg. Okay. Let's see. All correspondence to the above address. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. A prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing gentlemen of the Society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of the science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. Journal. 30th of July 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I join Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. 3rd of August 1862. Today, Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid, though upon arrival I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Okay. And prove that we're pretty smart. We know what we're doing. More coins. Okay. So the significance of these coins. Do I need to match this? The Great Exhibition of London, 1851. Okay. It's closed, clearly. I was gonna say there's gotta be a way out. Okay, this will be a lot easier than having to go around. Okay, so we got all these places. So we have all these coins. There's 10 coins, 10 locations. Wind speed and pressure, and that was by location. So let's make sure we can even. Do we have all the clues? We don't. So we've got to somehow, like Mont Blanc, 35 wind speed. That would be this first one, 35. What clues could we be missing? Mountaineers climb so high. Listen for the whistle as they try to find their ways amidst the snow. Though there's the picture of the lady mountaineers. That was 1858. I mean, are we... Their first expedition was 1858. And then there was this one, 1851. So that's before. So these are their first expedition. No, these are all before 1850. And what's this one? 1885. Seems like they're in or 1865. So the Lady Mountaineers, this is 65. And the last one, the other one was 51. So 58 to 61. Yeah, these are all before. 58 to 61. Okay. And then this one is 65. And that is 58. Wait. I'm confused now. This is 58. Wait. For the Great Exhibition, London, 18. So I think it's this one. I think it's the Tower Eiffel, Paris. Yeah. Or is it this one? No, I'm confusing myself. Crystal Palace. I'm gonna go with Tower Eiffel. I could be wrong, but I still don't even have all the clues. So if I wanted to, is that even one? That's not even one. Okay, let's restart here. But we're thinking. So the Lady Mountaineers' first expedition was in 1858. This was 65. This was 85. Is it Eiger? Since this was 58 to 61. This is the next closest mountain. Eiger. Okay. So 45 wind speed. Let's see if we can create that. It'll be second floor, third floor, both on the left, both on the fourth, right side, the left. Alright, let's try it. This is the right. I also don't have all the clues, so that's a little goofy. That's a little goofy. Apologize, I realized I had this box on the screen this whole time. Okay. Are there more clues? Let's close this fully. There's the left window from the outside. to have worked. Maybe that wasn't the right one we're going for. The issue also is we're missing 2 clues. I'm not totally sure, so we need to look around more. What else we might have missed? Those are guys. Billy the butler. My guess is that we didn't pick the right coin mountain. But how do we tell which one is right? I'm not sure. There's a lot of false leads. Oh wow. Got some stuff. I'm gonna read this. Discarded poem. My dear Sarabella, in gardens fair, you grace the scene, a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals, soft and fine, in tender touch, a love divine. In your eyes, a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near. To cherish you, my heart sincere, like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home. With glee. That doesn't seem useful. Someone wrote me a love letter, though. Do appreciate that. So this was the first Meadow Orchids, 1862. Patterson. Again. What are we missing? Clue-wise. That we have not found. So we're still missing 2 clues. Chapter 3. In the orangery. Okay. Does it just have to do with the coin? Oh. I never read these. What? Okay. Dear Sarabella, we made it to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us this time, but we understand you're busy creating your herbarium. Yesterday we were lost on a hike until suddenly we heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound, and soon enough we discovered it. And coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kinds of flower it was. Your loving friend always, Natty. Terrible Green Botany Manor, Somerset. From Natty Goldie. Is this the coin? What the coin looks like? Ah, shoot. Okay. We just didn't see those. I knew there had to have been something that we just hadn't seen. Okay. So maybe that stamp is the clue? Let's see. Can't believe we missed that. Well. Souvenir Alpine. Mont Ventoux. I'm gonna guess it's that one. I was totally overthinking everything else, like looking at the years. Let's double check. Oh, no, this is it, actually. Swiss Alps, yeah, okay. Never mind. Weisenhorn. Right. We just didn't know how to figure out what coin. That's alright. Let's see. Then we know exactly what we need to do. Weisenhorn. 40. We were close. We were close. 40 it is, which was test 5. So, first window open the right side, and then 3 and 4 are fully open. Oh, we should probably look what floor? On 4th floor. We have to close the top. Ah. We've been so close this whole time. Just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Very nice. Tales of the trip will suffice when we meet next. Don't never forget the Maria Jackson passage you once highlighted to me. In examining plates, you take the authority of others, whereas in botany, as in all other things, we can make little progress if we do not see for ourselves. Well, now you must travel and see some interesting specimens for yourself. I am inspired and look forward to hearing all about it. Your friend always. sister. Oh. Oh. Letter from sister. I'm so glad to hear from you. Return safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of Grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. Well, I imagine we'll have to go check out the family tree again, but what's a fun game, and I believe this is a perfect place to stop, as we will be starting out with Chapter 4, Botanical Allies, next time. We still got a lot of Forgotten Flora, and then we'll have Chapter 5, and that'll be the game. So, I think that's going to end it here. Could see this being a potential 4-part playthrough, in case we maybe just do the last 2 chapters each in their own video, but I've really so far enjoyed this game, and did not mean to come back into it, but even still, it's been really fun, really peaceful, a lot of good things, a lot of good feelings about this game, and hope if you've been watching, you've enjoyed it as well, and maybe give it a try for yourself. But very cozy, relaxing, chill game. With that, we will sign off, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.